wants everyone to subscribe to Adam and Tyler World. And if you don't do it, I'm going to hold you down and tickle you. Ha 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 ha.
No, seriously, do it now. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Adam and Tyler World. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it greatly. So this is the UFC 217 results video. Man, oh man, was this an awesome UFC pay-per-view. Bunch of times you get these cards built up and you think, oh, it's going to be so great, and they just go and they flop. This one, not so much. We had three main events. One thing I would like to notice point out at the beginning, if you go back and rewatch all the build to all these fights, all three of the champs were talking all kinds of crap like, oh, I'm better than you, and I'm the boogie woman, and blah, 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 I'm going to kick your butt. And all three of them lost. So you got to be really good to talk crap and do it. Like, guy. But, so, the first match was Rose Namajunas versus Jani on J-Check. I got to admit, I picked Joanna to win this one just because she was the obvious winner. But in hindsight, if you go back and look, like I said, she was talking a lot of crap to Rose. She did like put a fist to her face, not respectful. If you go back and look, every time someone does that, like I said, when Conor fought Nate the first time, he was like that. He lost. Ronda Rousey, when she fought Holly Holm the first time, she lost. Bunch of people like that. I feel like they get too cocky. I mean, I realize you have to have a lot of confidence to get to the top, and once you get there, you got to remember to stay humble, because a lot of them get to the top and they get their confidence, pass confidence into cockiness, go confidence here, cocky here, and that's when you're in the danger red zone. And that's exactly what I believe what happened to Joanna. I could be wrong, but she got cocky. She didn't think Rose could beat her, and Rose beat her in a standing up game, which everyone thought she was definitely not going to do because Joanna's a beast when it comes to striking. So she hits her with a punch, lays her out. She's giving her the ground and pound, just punching the side of her face in, and they end up saying it's a TKO. But if you go back and look, Joanna actually tapped, so it's a TKO and a tap out for that one. So she beat her by submission of ground and pound, which that takes a lot to do to somebody to just, I quit, and that's exactly what she did. And what was even better about Rose Namajunas was her victory speech, what do you want to call it? She's saying, hey man, this doesn't mean anything. I'm just a regular person like everybody else, just like you. Just be nice to people. She talked about it in the post-fight, which I highly recommend you watch. My hats off to her. I said, she said, too many people or too much hate in the world and everything. Let's step back for a second. Everybody just be like, hey, you're human, I'm a human. Let's not be mean to each other. And I really appreciate that. Rose, I hope you stay a champ a long, long time. You got another fan from me. Match number 2. This was the one I was most excited about. TJ Dillashaw versus Cody Garbrandt. I hate Cody Garbrandt. Why? Because in my opinion, he's just a hot-headed, uneducated moron. If you go back and watch the post-fight match, he says, I'm going to die by my sword, have my team carry me out. He says it like 3 times. It throws me back to, if you ever watched the movie Bedazzled, and Brendan Fraser's character, he becomes a famous basketball player, and he's an idiot. And he just goes, yeah, you just go out there and give 110%. That's what you do. That's exactly how Cody sounded, because he's a idiot, in my opinion. I'm not trying to fight him because I said he's better than me at fighting, but guess what? You're an idiot. First round, I said Cody was doing really good. I said at the very end, he hits him with a right or left, I can't remember. Knocks TJ almost out. Like if it had been another 30 seconds, TJ would have lost, but luckily he was saved by the bell. Went back to his corner. Dwayne Ludwig told him, "Hey, use more leg kicks. Set him up like that." He finally hits him. They go. They're in they're close up to each other, not far off, and they're just throwing fists. Boom! And TJ luckily hits him with a right. Boom! Drops him. Boom! Boom! Starts hitting him. Boom! Boom! Little ground and pound. I loved it. And then the ref comes up, pulls him off, and TJ Dillashaw is your new champion, just like Rose Namajunas. What's next for TJ? He was talking about he wanted to go and fight Demetrius. He said because Demetrius avoided him when he was supposed to fight him. When Demetrius fought Ray Borg instead, TJ's like, hey, that fight was for me. You're always complaining about wanting to have money fights. It would have been with me. And now they probably get to have it because TJ's a champ, Demetrius is a champ, and now they can go back and they can actually have the actual fight, which should be a really good one. This one's going to be fast, lightning fast. I said people are going to be moving around just like the old days when little skinny guys are running around, the 115s or 125s and 135s are running around. You can't even tell what's going on. You blink for a second and you'll miss the entire match. Match number 3, the main event. GSP versus Michael Bisping, the former UFC middleweight champion. GSP was looking really good at the beginning, but then towards round 2, he was starting to get tired, slowing down. And then once you get slow, like kind of like Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor the first time, as soon as you get tired, you're done. Because like you're trying to throw a fist and you can't just, oh yeah. Let's see, ever been on a treadmill for 4 hours straight? Yeah, that's how they felt. But let's say GSP ended up winning. He hits him, lays him down, gets on him, gets him in the rear naked choke. He doesn't even tap. That's how good of Michael Bisping is. I said, good for him. I said, he went out on his shield, like Cody likes to say. But he got submitted. I said, he didn't tap out. He just went to sleep. Just, oh, what happened? So, good for him. I said, he's not his last match. He said it was going to be his last match, but he doesn't want to go out as having his last match as being choked out. What's next for GSP? He's talking about going to 170, which would be cool because he's better at 170. He's not really a 185er. He was still felt small for Michael Bisping. But what I think he should do is have Anderson Silva come back and fight him, because if you go back 5-6 years ago, that's the match that everybody wanted to see. GSP versus Anderson Silva, but it never happened because Anderson Silva was so good. He was way bigger. But now GSP's gotten a little bigger and Anderson Silva's gotten not as good. He's gotten older. See, GSP's 36. Anderson Silva's like 40-something, 41, 40, 42, somewhere around in that age. So this could be a really good match, let's say, because Silva would have the size, but GSP would have the stamina and a little more energy and stuff like that. So I think they should do that. They've done that before. They did it with Michael Bisping when he fought, when his first defense was against Dan Henderson. Dan Henderson was not the #1 contender. He wasn't even close to being #1 contender. But they're like, hey, these guys got history. This would be a great match. A lot of people would like to see this rematch. Let's make it happen. That's exactly what I think they should do with GSP. They should say, hey, GSP, you're the 185 champ. That was Anderson Silva's belt. Let's bring him up. And then all the old UFC fans will be, oh, shoot, we got Anderson Silva versus GSP finally. And hopefully it doesn't play out as crappy as Mayweather versus Pacquiao when they waited 5 or 6 years later than they should have. And it was just kind of, oh, this is stupid. But that is the UFC 217 fight card results. Like I said, we had 3 new champions. I said, super exciting. I said, I really appreciate that pay-per-view. Like I said, they did really good by me. 2 thumbs up. Let me know what you think about the pay-per-view below. Let me know what you think about Anderson Silva versus GSP. I think it's a good idea. What do you think? I said, don't forget to like, comment below, and subscribe. I appreciate it greatly. And until next time, peace.